We know exactly how this script plays out in Toronto. Hope knocks on the door, but the cynicism of those who've seen this movie too many times usually sits on the couch first. But this time, the noise feels different. The conversation around Max Scherzer is no longer just hallway gossip or an abstract off-season wish. Things have heated up. And when I say heated up, it's because sources at Sportsnet aren't just throwing names into the wind. Talks between the Toronto Blue Jays and Mad Max got serious over the past week. It's real. But let's keep our feet on the ground first. We're talking about a 41-year-old. 3 Cy Young Awards on his resume? Yes. A living legend? Absolutely. But the question echoing through the Rogers Center is simple. How much fuel is left in the tank? What we saw in 2025 was a roller coaster that tested every Canadian fan's heart. A 5.19 ERA in the regular season isn't exactly something that makes you jump out of your seat. 82 strikeouts in 85 innings, numbers that for any other arm would be examined under a microscope of serious concern. But Scherzer isn't any other arm. What's on the table now is a 1-year contract, a meeting, and we need to talk about what happened in October because that's when the Rogers Center turns into a cauldron and things get real. He started Game 7 of the World Series. He delivered 4.1 innings with just 1 earned run under the most absurd pressure the sport can offer. He yelled at John Schneider in Game 4 of the American League Championship Series because he didn't want to come out. That intensity, that fire bordering on insanity, is something the Blue Jays clubhouse embraced last year. He didn't come to be a 200-inning workhorse. He came to set the tone. Now hold on, because there's a detail here that changes everything, and a lot of people are ignoring it in the excitement of bringing back a future Hall of Famer. The rotation right now includes Kevin Gausman, Dylan Cease, Trey Yesavage, Jose Barrios, Cody Ponce, and Eric Lauer. And there's also Shane Bieber, who we already know will begin the year on the injured list. Where does Max fit without becoming a luxury burden? The plan being discussed behind the scenes is patience. The Blue Jays don't want Scherzer ready for opening day. The idea is an extended ramp-up, gradually increasing workload so he's 100% by late April or May. The risk isn't the talent. It's the time. We're talking about giving a roster spot to a 41-year-old veteran hoping he replicates October magic while young arms like Yesavage need space to breathe and develop. Is it worth spending part of the payroll on a luxury insurance policy when we know the pitching depth still has holes? If Scherzer arrives and his arm doesn't respond as expected, we're stuck in a nostalgia narrative that doesn't win divisions. On the other hand, if he brings that win-or-die mentality back to the Rogers Center, he becomes the perfect mentor for a group that tasted the World Series and left hungry. But what if the issue isn't performance? What if it's the emotional dependency this team has built around that profile of player? It's a double-edged sword. Toronto fans have learned to be cautious. We love the show, the glove punch, the psycho stare from the mound. But 2026 baseball doesn't forgive tired legs. The market is watching. There are other suitors, and the fact that the Blue Jays are favorites right now says a lot about how much the front office believes the championship window is wide open. They're not chasing just another rotation arm, they're chasing the fear factor. On paper, having Scherzer as a depth piece sounds like a dream. You protect Bieber while he recovers, give Gausman extra rest, and have postseason insurance. But that 1-year deal has to make financial sense. We can't sacrifice flexibility to pursue a bullpen arm or an elite left-handed bat just to preserve the 2025 status quo. The raw reality is this. The Blue Jays gain an unquestioned clubhouse leader and a pitcher who knows exactly what to do when the lights shine brightest. Max Scherzer gets the chance to finish his career with a team he knows, in a city that respects him, backed by a defense he trusts. But at 41, injury risk is a shadow that will follow every pitch he throws. Nothing is finalized, but the smoke is too strong for there not to be fire. If this deal gets done, we'll see the Rogers Center shake again when he takes the mound, and the expectations will match the size of the legend. We don't want April Scherzer, we want the October monster. And the front office seems willing to pay to find out if that monster is still alive. What do you think? Is this the right move to lock down the rotation, or are we holding on too tightly to what happened last postseason? Drop your thoughts below. I want to see whether your optimism is beating your caution.